Hello friends, this is Barbara from Wigs and Fluff. Now today I have a new wig. This one is the Heather by ESTETICA and it's number R20 RT8. R20 RT8. You know ESTETICA and their love for numbers, which means nothing to the rest of us. This is the Heather. I like this hairdo. I really do. This is going to be a keeper for me because, at least I think I'm considering keeping this in my personal collection, simply because I like the long hairstyle. It's supposed to be a bob, but it hangs pretty straight. It's pretty much a straight bob. It's a mid-length layered bob with soft bangs and face framing layers. The wig cap is an issue, but I think I can deal with it. It's a full elastic cap, and it fits all sizes, it says, from small to extra large heads. Now I am a 21¼ inch head, and this elastic cap is okay on me. It feels pretty comfortable, but I still get that feeling like it's slipping up, you know, that it wants to migrate up a little bit. I keep finding myself pulling it down a bit. So I'm not sure about this yet, but I kind of like it. I think it's an okay wig for me. I like the color. The color is supposed to be light auburn with golden blonde frost. So you can see this color, this light auburn with golden blonde frost, and then golden brown roots. It's supposed to be golden brown. That doesn't look golden to me. That looks pretty black, but that's just me. You can feel the permatease here in the roots. It does have a slight bit of permatease, it feels like to me, but pretty much it's flat. You can feel some puffiness in there. So it's got a tiny bit of lift, which is good for me. It does come down long, and I think that does elongate my face. The layers, excuse me, the layers seem to frame the face very nicely. The bangs are an issue. The bangs were like 5 inches, 4 inches. The bangs were 4 inches, and I am 3 inches from my hairline to my eyebrows. So I had to trim them up a bit, and you can see they're still a little bit long, but I wanted them that way because with this hairdo, I kind of like that look. So I'm okay with it. It's not bothering me too much. I trimmed them up to the point where they weren't driving me crazy. So I kind of like it. The bangs are 4 inches, the side is 7 inches, the crown is 8 inches, and the nape in the back is 5 inches. So the bangs were 4 inches long. So it weighs 3.3 ounces. So it's a very light wig. It isn't heavy at all. There's not a lot of permatease. So my main issues with this particular wig is that one, it's got this elastic cap and it wants to slide a little bit up. And you can see there's a tiny bit of pointiness at the top, tiny bit of pointiness, and I just keep working on that. I'm going to slick that part down because that's the way it's supposed to be with this particular hairdo. I kind of like this wig. I was surprised. I didn't think I would. I'm going to take her off for a minute and show you the inside. Show you this elastic cap. So it basically looks like a regular style cap, doesn't it? It's got the moon-shaped lace and stripes going down, and it's got open weave all the way around. It's got a nice wide piece of fabric in the front, but it's not velvet. I will tell you, it isn't velvet. And it has hook enclosures, not the Velcro. Can you see that right there? It's got hooks, the old-fashioned bra strap type. And there is nothing on the back, no material on the back, no softness. It's got open ear tabs. You can see the ear tabs, open ear tabs. That's the construction. It is a completely stretchy cap, and it says one size fits all. So that's pretty amazing if they can make a wig for one size fits all, because all of us have different shapes and sizes of heads. Heads comes in all sizes, not just one. So that's pretty amazing to me that they can do that. But still, I like the style and I love the color. I think the color is gorgeous. I really love this color blonde. It's like a dark blonde to me. It's like a dark blonde. It says it's auburn. I don't see a bit of auburn in this. I see blonde, 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 blonde. You tell me if I'm wrong. I see a lot of blonde. But I still like the wig. I still am considering making this part of my personal collection. You tell me what you think of the heather. So this is the newest wig. I'm going to go over to Starbucks later on this morning. I've already been one time, but I'm going to go back to meet some friends, and we'll see what they have to say about this wig. I do like these bangs, the way I've cut them. I do. I kind of like that. I think that looks pretty good with this wig. I wouldn't want to cut it up too short because I think that would look kind of dorky. People get tickled I use that word. But, you know, when your bangs are too short, it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't. So I'm going to stick with the bangs at this length. They don't bother me, and I think I'm going to like that. So I'm still deciding about it. I see pointiness here. I see like it's elastic and it wants to try to go up into a point like that. And I don't like that. So if it continues to do that, if I can't get that flattened down, I might use some wig wax spray and see if I can't get that little pointiness down. It just bothers me a bit. It could just be boxiness, because honestly, you don't have to do much with this wig. I pulled it out of the box and put it on, and whoop, goes right into the style. It just naturally does. So it wants to part on this side. So I want to do an experiment. I want to pull it all down in the front like this, just for the heck of it, for 1 minute, and see if I can part it. It doesn't want to go that way very well. It likes to go this way. This is the way it came out of the box, parted on the left, and the bangs. But it does help to do that. It does help to comb all the hair down and then get your part back. So that helps. And you can use a comb on this wig. It's straight wig, so that's not a problem. It is not heat friendly, far as I know. I can't find anything that has said that this is heat friendly. Here's the tag. I don't see, it just says Classic Collection Pure Stretch Wig. So, and I don't see anything about it being heat friendly at all. Nothing. So I wouldn't use too much of a curling iron. I wouldn't try to curl it too much. There's no point. It is intended to be a straight style. And I like my bangs. I cut them up just about this much. It was 4 inches, way too long. And my 3-inch, I have a kind of a short from here to my eyebrows is 3 inches, and that's kind of short, but my forehead is wide. So that's why I like bangs and covering my wide forehead. It's just one of those things that you realize once you've lived with your head for 75 years. You kind of get used to it and know what looks good and what doesn't. But I kind of like this wig. I may keep it for my own collection. We'll see. But it is a beautiful, beautiful color. I really like the color, but I would not call this auburn. It says it's light auburn with gold blonde frost. Now I can see the gold blonde frost, but honestly I don't see the auburn. Maybe out in the sunshine, in the light of day, we can see the gold blonde frost. And I might wear that outside and do another video on it later on this afternoon and let you know what my friends thought about this wig and what it looks like out in the sun. It's beginning to get daylight now, so maybe we'll do that later on. So this is the Heather by ESTETICA in color number R20 RT8. I think it is a beautiful color, but I wouldn't call it auburn. I would call it something like vanilla swirl, something like that. So anyways, that's just my opinion. So I want to talk to you about something else now. I want to talk to you about if you love the flowers, you hate the weeds. Psalm 97:10 says, "Let those who love the Lord hate evil." Do you hate evil? I do. "For he guards the lives of his faithful ones and delivers them from the hand of evil." If you love God, you pretty much hate evil. I know I do. This is a natural principle as well as a spiritual one, actually. For if you love peace, you're going to hate war. If you love good, you're going to hate evil. So it's the opposites. And so if you love the flowers, you're going to hate the weeds. And there is a story about a fella who wouldn't mow his lawn, didn't like mowing his lawn. And one day he got up and went out on his back deck and took a look, and his lawn was covered in these beautiful yellow flowers. Just gorgeous. And he thought, see there, if everybody stopped mowing their lawn, we'd have beautiful flowers in our yard. No. So he went in and started watching TV, and pretty soon he hears his neighbor's ride-on lawnmower, and it sounded really loud. So he went out the back on his deck again, and there's his neighbor mowing his lawn for him. And so he went out and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And the guy said, "Well, you wouldn't mow it, so I did." And he said, "But why?" And he says, "Because you've got weeds in your yard. You've got all these dandelions, and if you don't mow this lawn down, the whole block is going to be full of weeds, and not just dandelions, but all sorts of ugly weeds." And so even though the guy loved the flowers, he surely did not like the weeds. At least his neighbor didn't like the weeds. So if you truly love God, then you're going to hate the evil in this world. God protects the lives of his faithful ones. He does. And he loves us very, very much. So you can trust him today. Trust him today. And put your faith in him. And that's my story for today. This is the Heather in R20 RT8. I call it vanilla swirl. What do you think? And I will see you tomorrow.